you ever notice? How the more you try to force something, the worse it goes. Like, really think about it for a second. Conversations, relationships, even just trying to be funny sometimes. You ever try too hard to be funny and it just dies? Like, you say the joke, and instead of laughter, you just get that little, yeah. And now you gotta sit there and act like you didn't just completely sell. Yeah, that feeling. That's what forcing things looks like in real time. And it's not just jokes either, it's everything. I remember there was this phase where I was trying way too hard to be liked. Like, every conversation, I'm thinking 3 steps ahead. What should I say next? How do I sound cooler? How do I make sure they don't think I'm weird? And you don't realize it in the moment. But that's exhausting, because you're not even being yourself anymore. You're performing, like you're on stage or something. And the crazy part is, people can feel that. They might not call it out directly, but they can feel it. It's like this weird tension, where nothing feels natural. Everything feels slightly off. And you end up leaving that interaction, replaying everything in your head. Like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say it like that? I sounded stupid. And now you're stuck in that loop, overthinking something. That shouldn't have required that much thinking in the first place. And I could go on a whole rant about overthinking and anxiety and all that. But it really comes back to one thing. You're trying to control something that's not meant to be controlled. And that's where most people mess up. They think, if I just say the right thing, act the right way, do everything perfectly, then everything will go how I want it to go. But life doesn't work like that. People don't work like that. You can do everything right, and something still doesn't click. And that doesn't mean you failed. It just means it wasn't meant to click. And that's a hard pill to swallow, because we like control. We like knowing that if we do A and B, we'll get C. But real life is more like, you do A and B, and sometimes you get C, sometimes you get nothing. And sometimes you get something completely random. And that's why forcing things never really works, because you're trying to force a specific outcome instead of just letting things play out. And I didn't really understand that until I just got tired, like genuinely tired of overthinking, tired of trying to impress people, tired of feeling like every interaction was some kind of test. So I just stopped, not in a dramatic way, not like, oh, I'm done with everybody. Nothing like that. I just stopped trying so hard. If a conversation flowed, cool. If it didn't, I let it be awkward. And yeah, that part is uncomfortable at first, because now you're not hiding behind effort anymore. You're just there. But something weird starts happening. Things feel lighter. You're not carrying that pressure anymore. You're not constantly analyzing yourself. You're just existing in the moment. And ironically, that's when things start working better. Not because you figured out some secret formula, but because you stopped interfering. And I know that sounds kind of backwards. Like, how does doing less make things better? But think about it like this. You ever try to fall asleep, and the more you try, the harder it gets. You're laying there like, okay, sleep now. And your brain just decides to become the most active it's ever been. But the second you stop trying and just relax, you knock out without even realizing it. That's how a lot of things in life work. The more you chase it, the more it runs, the more you relax, the more it comes naturally. And this applies to people too. Friendships, relationships, all of it. If you have to force it, it's probably not for you. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't put in effort. Effort is important, but there's a difference between effort and forcing. Effort feels natural. Forcing feels stressful. Effort feels mutual. Forcing feels one-sided. Effort builds something. Forcing drains you. And once you learn that difference, you stop wasting energy on things that were never meant for you. And that's when life starts to feel a little clearer. You're not chasing everything anymore. You're choosing what actually feels right and letting everything else just pass by. So if you feel like you're trying really hard right now and nothing's working, maybe it's not because you're not doing enough. Maybe it's because you're doing too much. And you just need to take a step back and let things be what they are. Because the right things won't need to be forced. They'll meet you halfway without all that extra pressure. And when that happens, you'll feel the difference immediately. It won't feel heavy. It won't feel confusing. It'll just make sense. And until then, stop trying to control everything. You don't need to. Just show up as yourself and let life respond to that